Wildfires are not just a concern here. Fires have burned more than 1 million acres in California so far this year. That is larger than the entire state of Rhode Island. Natural disasters like that have insurance companies abandoning some areas entirely. In multiple states, including Oregon, reporter Suni Sai shows us how some homeowners are struggling to find coverage.
Here right now in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California, and as you can see behind me, I am surrounded by mountains. This community was home to the largest wildfire in LA County history nearly a decade ago. Wildfires in Southern California have gotten worse over the years, and some insurance companies have had enough.
The premiums more than doubled, but our coverage was cut in half. So this was the perfect storm of bad.
Steve Archer is the president of the HOA for his community in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California. He says folks here have tried to protect the area from disaster.
We have new roofs on every one of our buildings here. We've done a lot of extensive tree trimming, seismic shutoff valves that are tripped by an earthquake in order to stop the gas flow.
Farmers Insurance has covered the community for 2 decades, but in July, the company called it quits. That left the community scrambling for coverage.
After an intensive search, we ended up with the California Fair Plan, which is kind of the last resort for people. So our premiums went from $70,000 to $170,000. Our coverage was $45 million, liability coverage and wildfire insurance for our homeowners association, common area, and our buildings. And the Fair Plan has a maximum coverage of $20 million.
This means less coverage for more money.
We've seen some people's insurance go from $2,000 to $6,000 a year for their homeowners policies, some to $8,000.
Of the top 12 insurance companies in the state, only 5 are still writing new policies. One local insurance company blames California's regulations.
Right now, there's a ton of regulations. For an insurance carrier, if they want to raise their rates, they submit their rates to the Department of Insurance. It can take 3 years. Well, those rates they're worthless. But, they're outdated. They're not really where they need to be.
Looking ahead, the National Interagency Fire Center projects parts of Southern California and Texas to have an above normal risk for November. In La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California, Sunny Side, Fox 13 News.